I like to think of my art as it's not about me as the artist. It's not about the art. It's about the third component that so many artists now, I think, overlook. And that is the canvas. So the art piece today that I'm going to take you with, I didn't actually do, and I think it's almost more interesting to me to work on those pieces. This was actually a gift that was given to me by some Australian travelers that were coming through Los Angeles, and they stayed with my roommate Joel and I, and they took this sculpture of a door, and the three of them began exploring it. I think there was a lot of their anxiety and confusion and happiness through traveling the world that came out through the graffiti on that door. And I think if someone was to just approach it, they wouldn't fully grasp the weight of that and where these people were when they made this piece of art. So what I've done is I've tried to bring that back out of the piece. Hopefully you'll feel the energy, and you won't just experience it visually, because too much art is visual now. I have to, in order to really bring out the energy of the piece, I have to first close myself off visually. So how I do that is I close my hands, okay? And then I close my eyes. And then I close my toes and my arms, and I fold up and I curl back into the fetal position, and I close all of me. I sit there in silence, closed off to the universe, and then I meditate for a moment, and then I open back up. But not my eyes. I open everything up but my eyes. So I'm no longer working visually. I'm working as almost like a different being. It's a very tedious process. It's very exhausting, but I think it's paying off. And then I feel the painting, I feel its energy, and I feel it with my hands and my feet, and I begin to paint. People will walk into a museum or walk into an art gallery, and they'll look at a piece, and then they'll walk away, and they don't give it much more of their attention than that. And my goal is to stop that and to bring the audience back into what went into the painting, because there's a lot of energy and a lot of emotion that goes into art, just like in music. When you hear a musician crying on stage, that moves you, because there's that emotion that you know that went into that song. But if you were to look at it without my work put into it, you would just see these colors, and you might look at it for a minute and you might like it, or you might walk away. But too many people would walk away, and you wouldn't even notice maybe that there was a door at one time that was the canvas for this. So I'm bringing that back. So after my work is done, once you approach these pieces, you will first notice the canvas, okay? And then you have the freedom to feel what it is that's on it. Yeah, I get the James Franco thing a lot. Do I compare myself to James Franco? No, not really, but yeah, I think we're similar. I don't have the 3 poetry degrees, but who needs that to paint? I don't know. I wouldn't put any words into his mouth, but I think he may admire my work. He may even someday, I could see us working together on a piece like this. I think this is something that he would probably support, and yeah, who knows? We'll see if the universe brings us together, I guess.